May we approach?
I'm Dean. Can you say your full name for the court's record for us?
Megan Ashley Dean.
And Ms. Bean, are you employed? Where do you work?
I work at Walmart.
Okay, which Walmart is that?
Signal Mountain.
Is it called Single Mountain Road?
Yes.
Okay. How close in proximity to Mountain Creek Road is your Walmart?
I would say maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes.
Okay. How close is your Walmart to what we call the North Shore?
Maybe 5 minutes.
Okay. Do you know how close your Walmart is to Sup Creek Road?
I don't.
Okay. And in November of 2022, were you also employed at the Walmart?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is your role, explain to the jury what your role at Walmart is.
I work in asset protection, so I review video and basically investigate.
Do you recall in November of 2022 being contacted by investigators of the Chattanooga Police Department about possible video footage or evidence of receipts?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you recall who that was?
I don't remember the name exactly.
Female, male?
It was a male.
Okay. And is that something typically in the normal course of your job that you would be asked?
Yes, ma'am.
What type of video system does the Walmart on Signal Mountain Road have?
We have basically video. It accesses all of the registers. It accesses the sales floor, back rooms, anything that you really need to look at in the store.
Who has access to that video equipment?
Only the people in my position.
Okay. And you know how to use that video equipment?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you often pull security footage for law enforcement?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that one of your roles?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any way to pull receipts from past purchases?
Yes, ma'am.
And how do you do that?
We have a certain system that we go through, so we can either use a credit card, or if we have a date or a specific time, and we know the register, we can also pull it that way.
Okay, and so do you recall what the investigator who came to see you, were they asking for a receipt, or were they asking for video, or were they asking for both?
But
And did they specify a time frame for you?
yes, ma'am.
Were you able to pull that up for them?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go through that with them, or did you let them go through it?
I would go with them.
And did they signify that they were going to need to take some of that footage from you?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you, in fact, pull some of that footage and give it to the Chattanooga Police Department
I gave it to the detective.
that was there with you? Okay. And were you able to tell from that footage at what time did the footage show a purchase?
Yes.
Were you able to connect footage to a specific receipt of purchase?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you able, in the Walmart system, to pull, again, for lack of a better term, that receipt?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you do that for investigators?
I did.
Did you give it to them?
I did.
I'm going to show the witness. Jump drive, you'll look at that. Have you seen this before?
I have.
Have you seen it plugged into a computer before?
Yes, ma'am.
What's on there?
It is basically the video footage of Jason Chen and him selecting certain items, going throughout the store, proceeding to the self-checkout, and paying for the store.
Do you recall what day the video was from?
I believe it was November 23rd.
And were you able to, based on reviewing that video, were you also able to pull the receipt that was connected to that purchase?
Yes, ma'am.
Are there multiple video angles on that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is one of them from a register?
Yes.
Is it self-checkout?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you recognize that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that the receipt that you were able to retrieve for the Chattanooga Police Department detective?
Yes.
And what date is on that receipt?
November 23rd, 2022.
Your Honor, I'd ask that both the jump drive for the video and the receipt be entered as the state's next two exhibits.
Any objection? Exhibit 18 will be the jump drive. Exhibit 19 will be the receipt. Excuse me.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Ms. Bean, I'll show you on the screen behind you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 19. I've lost my pointer. You know where it's at? Oh, there we go. All right, so this is the receipt that you gave to the detectives. Again, can you, this date down here, 11/23/22, would that have been the date of the purchase?
Yes, ma'am.
And then if I can point you in the direction of, well, is that time correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Are dates and times on these receipts normally correct?
Yes.
Okay. You can see here, there's a bunch of stars followed by 4189. What is that?
That would be a card. It would be a debit card.
Would 4189 be the last four digits?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you can see here expiration date,
Yes, ma'am.
0526.
Yes, ma'am.
Would that be the expiration date of the card?
It would.
Were you able to view what was purchased that's related to this receipt and to the video?
Yes, ma'am.
Was asparagus purchased?
It was not.
Was something else scanned on the video as asparagus?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you recall what that was?
I believe one was maybe some cereal bars, like some snack bars or something like that. I don't remember the other item.
Up here, and the state has no further questions for this witness.
No questions. Jury, have any questions for Ms. Lucy?